Hey everyone, Inarashi here. A lot of people have been asking me about what I think about the changes to Genji on the PTR, so I thought I'd make a quick little video talking about it and give you guys my perspective on the changes as the top 500 Genji main. The first thing I want to say is that no, Genji is not a useless hero now. I'm still probably going to play him just as much as ever before, and I'm sure all the top Genji mains from before he was popular will still do the same. All this is going to do is maybe push some of the people who didn't play Genji as much and were only playing him because he was popular onto other heroes. Still, I think they went a little too far and changed some mechanics and aspects of him that I think didn't need change. I'll concede that his Dragon Blade was a little too strong. I can live with the nerf to Dragon Blade, and changes like this, where they just change in the number to make an ability less powerful, I think is the best way to balance a game. But when they mess with the hero's mechanics like this, it only serves to make them feel more clunky, less responsive, and less fun to play. They've done changes like this before, with Widowmaker's scope for example. But in the same patch they reduced Widowmaker's body shot damage, which in my opinion would have been enough to bring her into balance, but instead they did both changes at the same time, which essentially put her into the gutter in terms of competitive hero selection. I really hope Blizzard will start to take a more incremental approach to nerfs and buffs, because these large swinging changes that they're making really aren't helping to balance the game at all. Just look at the last patch, where they buffed Zenyatta, added Ana, nerfed Mercy, buffed McCree. The actual amount of heroes being picked in the top tier competitive scene actually went down. Heroes are never going to be balanced if you keep changing 5 things about them at a time, all in radical, huge patches. They need to be small, incremental changes. I don't want this video to be one long rant about Blizzard's balance philosophy, so I'm just going to get back to talking about Genji. Nobody was complaining about Genji at all until a few weeks ago, and why is that? Well, I think I have the answer. Zenyatta. Zenyatta has some interesting synergies with Genji, and that Genji is one of the best heroes to work with the friendly Zenyatta, and one of the best heroes against an enemy Zenyatta. So, if there's a Zenyatta in every game on both teams, because there was, he was overpowered, of course Genji's going to be really good. But the one thing that pushed Genji over the top, and what is the reason I think everyone complained about, is Discord Orb. Discord Orb completely negated what was Genji's biggest weakness, his low damage outside of his ultimate. Against a discorded target, Genji is a completely different hero. He goes from being a hero that needs time to land shurikens and dodge around and deal damage over time to set up a kill, to just being able to insta-get people. Genji shurikens deal 28 damage each and his dash 50. So against a 200 health target, which is typical of most heroes, you have to land 6 shurikens and 1 dash to kill them, not counting headshots. But against a discorded target, you only need to land 3 shurikens and a dash. That 50% takes the amount of shurikens you have to land in half in order to kill. This is the problem with Genji and why everyone thought he was so overpowered. It's not because the hero itself is broken, it's because Discord completely takes away his only weakness. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this, because Genji didn't become a problem until the Zenyatta patch. Discord Orb is getting nerfed on PTR, and that alone, I think, is actually nerfed Genji as well. So, while I think a Dragon Blade nerf is fair and well deserved, I think Blizzard gutting his mobility and some of his mechanics is really not the way to go. Nerf numbers. Don't take away a hero's interesting mechanics, or we're going to end up with Widowmaker 2.0. Overall, with the changes how they are right now, I'm still going to play Genji. He might have to share my top played spot with Pharah, but he's not completely gutted. He's still completely playable. You just have to know how to play him and be good in order to be effective with him. I do hope Blizzard turns back the nerfs a little bit, and I hope they realize how much of a problem Zenyatta was as opposed to Genji in the recent meta. As for the other changes, they all look pretty good. I'm not sure why they made McCree into almost a hit-scan sniper, and then they also buffed the hitboxes. or why they buffed Roadhog's hook, because before the only counterplay to hook was to sort of position yourself on a corner and hope that it didn't pull you straight in front of him for an easy shot, to where he had to actually move his reticle to your head. But overall, I like the changes, and most of the heroes, they did do small incremental stuff, so it's a step in the right direction. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.